Well, there's been a significant development in the police's search for a missing journalist and his partner. They say they've arrested 4 people of interest who were questioned and arrested yesterday, more than 2 months since Aserie, Ndlovu and Zodwa Mdhuli were last seen. National Police Commissioner General Fannie Masemola has welcomed what the SABC says is a breakthrough in the investigation.
On Sunday, 4th of May, a cross-province operation involving Gauteng and Mhlanga police led to the questioning and subsequent arrests of the suspects. The first suspect who is arrested is, according to investigations, the last to be in the company of the missing couple. The second, third and fourth suspects that have been arrested were found with different vehicle parts believed to be that of the missing journalist. One of those arrested is said to be a mechanic who builds and fixes cars in the Mhlanga area. 2 VW City Golfs that were found in possession of the suspects have also been seized. The SABC has since changed the missing persons case to a kidnapping and car hijacking case. Additional charges such as house robbery and being in possession of stolen property are likely to be added. A multidisciplinary team involving crime and counterintelligence, cybercrime unit, organized crime detectives, serious and violent crime detectives, SABC Air Wing, as well as SABC drone pilots are amongst the units involved in this case. The search is still on for the missing couple and for other suspects.
Let's get you more on that story now. Bring in the chairperson of the African Media and Communicators Forum, Mhlanga. Elijah, very good evening to you. You're one of the people who've been at the forefront of the search for the missing couple. Police believe they've now made a breakthrough. Do you share the same sentiment?
Good evening. Yes, we do. Yesterday, the police briefed the Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Mr. Ndlovu, together with the National Press Club and the AMCF. We were taken into confidence in terms of the work that has been done. So what has happened today does not come as a surprise, because there was an indication yesterday already that the police were very close to a breakthrough. So we do welcome, together with them, the arrest today, and we hope that the persons who have been arrested will lead us to finding the whereabouts of our brother, friend and colleague, Aserie Ndlovu, together with Zodwa Mdhuli.
And that will be the true mark of success, right, in this investigation, if they are found, and especially if they are found alive.
Absolutely, that's what we're hoping and praying for. Although it's been 77 days now, but we have kept the hope alive because we don't expect anything less than that. But we need to also thank and appreciate the work that the National Commissioner has done since he received our letter, in which we requested him to set up an interprovincial team, which indeed was set up, and it has done work, and we are seeing the results today. So what they told us yesterday and what you're seeing today is an indication that it has been true to their word. And today they've deployed additional resources, helicopter, drones and other things, which are part of the deployment of resources that have really been dedicated to finding the couple. And we hope that whatever work has been done in the last 24 hours or so or more will lead us to where Aserie and Zodwa are.
Elijah, where are your heads in terms of a potential motive? Because police say they're now investigating, or treating this at least as an investigation, looking into kidnapping and hijacking. Yesterday, the Deputy Minister, who you referenced, Ndlovu, said basically that the disappearance here was tantamount to an assault on a free media.
Well, it is. There are several theories. Right from the start, there were 2 or 3 theories that we were working on together with the police and the private investigator. But as time goes on, you realize that the truth lies elsewhere. So the police have now done the work of arresting the persons, and as more details unfold, you will get to know where those people are located. So that will give you a sense of what is taking place. As far as we're concerned as a media and communication or professionals, we believe that it's an assault because he is one of our own. Whatever happens to him and his family is a concern to us. He's a colleague. We have been working together for a very long time. He's part of our sector. So if any of us is threatened, we really need to get up and do the work to support the family. And indeed, we have been supporting the families right from the start. We sought donations. We got initially 50,000 rand cash reward for information. We put that to the public. And as of 24 hours ago, that was increased to 100,000 rand because we want to support the investigation. And we're grateful to the donors who made this possible. So we thank everyone who has been involved. And this milestone is important, but of course, we're still waiting for the police.
To what extent have the rewards offered from the 50,000 initial reward for any information that would be helpful in the investigation and what you announced in the last 24 hours, doubling that amount to 100,000 rand? How much has that helped to get useful information, not just on a possible motive, but indeed the whereabouts and why these two people may have been taken?
Yeah, the initial 50,000 really elicited some calls from members of the public who were calling the police with information, even though that information in some instances it was not useful, but it did help. But in the last 24 hours, we don't believe that the police have even gotten the time to check those calls coming through because they have been working without sleeping, literally so, to find the suspects. And as you know, they have already indicated that some will start appearing in the courts from tomorrow. So they've been doing a lot of work, but also from the detailed report which they shared with us yesterday, it was clear that they've done a lot of work, interviewed a lot of people, and they've been tracking people to various places. So a lot of work had already been done. That's why they're now able to move in the way that they have.
What was frightening when we spoke to the police in the last hour here on Full View is that one of the people arrested, in fact, is believed to have been known to Aserie and his partner Zodwa. And that would be quite shocking, right? If someone who was within their orbit, someone who they knew would have, as is now being alleged, betrayed them and participated in potentially their kidnapping and any other harm that they may have suffered since they disappeared in February.
Yeah, I wish I was at liberty to indicate the relationship with that person, but I will not be able to do so. We spend a lot of time with the family, both in Gauteng as well as in Mpumalanga. We spent a whole day yesterday in Mhlanga, in Mpumalanga. So we saw some of the work that the police were doing, and we have a good sense of what has happened, but that's not our space. We need to allow the police to continue to do what they're doing, and they've done an outstanding amount of work thus far, and we truly appreciate that. So we need to allow them the space to continue the investigation. But of course, some clues are starting to show here and there, and it's all because of the work that the police have done.
And how are the families doing? How are they feeling? I mean, it's been almost 3 months since these two people were seen. As things stand now, we're hearing of a breakthrough with the arrests. Are they more hopeful since the news of the last 24 hours that they will be found?
Yeah, it's been very difficult. We have spent a lot of time with Zodwa's mother, and we see her cry every day, every hour, as a mother who has no clue. It's for the first time in her life that her son, she can speak to him or see him for such a long time. So that's a huge challenge. And she has been trying to be strong, but there are also children who are not coping in school. So that is also a problem because it's affecting them in their schoolwork as well. So it's been a very difficult time. Even the staff at the radio station, let's also remember that Aserie was, Aserie founded Capital Live community radio station, which operates from 10 Mall in Mamelodi. The staff there have not been paid because everything has come to a standstill. So this is affecting more people than you can imagine. So it's been very difficult for the family, for the friends, for the colleagues, and the staff at the radio station. Even the mall itself, the mall management, they are concerned because they don't know what the motive is. and it's really a difficult time. The family has been extremely difficult. We've tried to support. We've even organized counseling for them so that they can try cope under the current circumstances.
Elijah, thank you for your time. We hope Aserie and Zodwa are indeed found and return to their families safely. I'll leave you to attend to what I think are little people in your house. We could hear their devices. They're going off in the background. But that's Elijah Mhlanga speaking to us tonight on a very serious story. The confirmation by the SAPS, 4 people now arrested in connection with the disappearance of Aserie as well as Zodwa. That's Aserie Ndlovu and Zodwa Mdhuli, who were last seen in February of this year.